Hello, everybody. I got my phone. I got my phone. It makes me so happy. Okay, so I know I left y'all in suspense for the day because I've been teasing that I was going to go online, but on live. But I had to wait for the phone. I had to get signed in and everything. It's a lot. It's a lot. So here I am. So I got to thinking about what's going on in America today. And I feel like there are kind of two types of people wandering around our great country these days. And so I wanted to kind of think of a real life scenario to maybe have it kind of make sense a little bit. So I'm thinking to myself, there's a lot of people wandering around this country going off of just their feelings, right? It's like logic, respect, common sense, common courtesy. It's like, it's gone. Like, it's just, hey, this is how I feel today, and so I'm going to roll with it, But I don't think that group really understands what operating just on feelings, like what consequences there are for that. And so I kind of wanted to throw out an example that I thought about today and see if maybe this makes a little bit of sense. So, let's say Group A and Group B all work for a mega corporation, right? There's like thousands of all of us, right, that are kind of in the peasant positions, if you will, right? We're all just like, we're just in like the main kind of area. There's lots of us, And then of course, like in mega corporations, there is always some mega head honcho, like the CEO in charge calling the shots, okay? So let's think about these two different sides. So there's Group A who hates the CEO. I'm talking it like consumes their mind how much they hate and are upset and feel betrayed and sad, and they're worried for all of their coworker friends because this CEO is making changes and making rules that affect every single coworker every day, and they cannot see past it. But that is the job of the CEO, right? Like, I've worked in plenty of places where the CEO is making changes and I'm thinking, they don't know what it's like to be me, and now I gotta like jump through all these hoops, like thanks whoever is in charge, right? Okay, so then that puts me kind of in Group B, because I would say there's Group B that they're just hard at work. They may not like the scenario, they may not like the changes, but they need their job. And so they're just going to work, and they're going to pray that the CEO is making the best decisions for the company because they want the companies to succeed in order to keep their job, to keep their pay, benefits, etc. Right? So there's these two types, all right? And everybody kind of can function cohesively in a sense until Group A functions solely off of emotion, off of feeling. So let's kind of put this into perspective. So again, Group A shows up at work. There's a group of them. They hate it. The CEO, is not a legitimate CEO. He was put in there, based on corruption and greed and, manipulating the system. And he's mean and he's rude and all of these things. And so this group decides that they're going to start a revolution. Like, they're going to start a resist movement to resist this CEO. And so they're going to talk to the masses and try and gain as many people as possible, right? So they decide to make these signs, and they decide to get megaphones, and they decide to walk up and down the alley, like the walkways of the company, and at every single cubicle stop and yell at these people and say, what is the matter with you? How could you support this guy? Why aren't you standing up? Why aren't you doing something about it? You're just as worthless as he is. You're this, you're that, how dare you? And you know what? I don't want nothing to do with you because you're not believing on what I believe. And it's like, it's a lot. It's a lot. But they think, Group A, that they're trying to do something for the betterment of this country, this company, okay? But then imagine what it's like to be Group B. You know, you're sitting at your desk, you're minding your own business, you're working, you may be kind of irritated. You may actually agree with what Group A is saying. But instead of doing what they're doing, you're working, you're trucking along, you're doing the best that you can do. And then all of a sudden, there's somebody screaming at you in a megaphone in your face. So how would you react, right? Like, I'm feeling like I would be like, who the hell are you? Why are you yelling at me? Why are you insulting my intelligence, my character? You don't even know me. You won't even give me a chance to speak and tell you what I think. You're just yelling. So then the second part of that is, pretty soon you're going to look around and be like, I don't want anything to do with that person. I don't want anybody else in this company to think that I am going to act that way too. Like, I need my job. I don't know what you guys are doing, but like, I'm trying to do the best I can do every day, be the best I can be. And I'm going to #walk away from you. I don't want anything to do with this craziness that's you're showing everybody. I mean, it's like the true colors are showing. It's a little scary. And so these people think that they're starting some revolt, some revolution, and really people are looking at them and being like, oh my God, even in some way I might agree with them, but I am not going to associate myself with them because that is hateful and just anger filled and just chaotic and crazy. And the best part of the whole scenario to me is, because again, we've all worked in companies, right? So what do you think the CEO is doing? If we're using this as an example, what do you think the CEO is doing while this chaos is ensuing? I think the CEO is not going to give a damn what Group A thinks, because the CEO is on a mission to make the best decisions for the betterment of that company for all employees involved moving forward. And it's a tough job, you're never going to make everybody happy, but you're trying, and you got there's a lot of moving parts and you're really trying to figure it out. And they're going to think, okay, Group A, well, you either shut up and get to work or you're fired, right? I mean, it's that simple. You know what I mean? And so I think that Group A, operating solely on emotion and kind of losing sight of just logic and responsibility and common courtesy, common sense, I think it's actually backfiring on you. And I'm trying to speak to you in a way that hopefully makes sense. And it's what is that saying? Get more something with bee than honey. What is that saying? I can't even think of it right now, but you know what I mean. And I hope this scenario made sense, but I thought about it today and I'm like, could you imagine these people who hate their boss so much that they just start a revolt in the company, and you got all these people who are like, I just want to work. I'm hoping the guy does a good job because, I need to be here. So y'all need to walk away from me. Nope, I'll #walk away from you because I can't do that. And I feel bad for Group A. I feel real bad for it because they've allowed emotion to control them. They've allowed emotion to fog all sense of normalcy and reason. And it's a shame. It's a shame because everybody should be able to work cohesively, and you can kind of vent and bitch about shit, Sorry, that was a lot of curse words all at once. But everybody, you can kind of vent. Nobody is going to agree with everything the CEO does. But just work. Be the best that you can be. Be the best coworker you can be. Be the best American citizen you can be to each other. That's how you're going to get people to try to see your point. At least try. By being a nice, compassionate person, kind individual, not screaming obscenities and insulting people's character. And when you really have no clue what they think. You're just mad, and you're living in an emotional fog. It's time to get up. Group A, it's time to get it together. We got work to do. We are in America here. It's time to get it together. And I hope this makes sense. And Yeah, so thanks for sticking with me while I got my new phone, y'all. I appreciate it. And really, Group A people and Group B people, I love y'all. I love ya. I just wish it didn't have to be the current way it's being. Because I really think the majority of Group B people would love all y'all Group A people too. If you would just stop being so hateful and angry and like literally try to find some logic again. Not just emotion. It's not working out for you. It's just not. So have a good one, guys. Thanks so much. Bye.